I think, I say, Bodiana.
Like Oleksandr Usyk was going to face Deontay Wilder. I personally didn't want to see that fight. I really didn't. I truly, really didn't want to see that fight.
Boxing, it's been heavily reported that Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora are set to fight this April.
Oleksandr Usyk destroys Deontay Wilder for stepping into the ring with Derek Chisora, ripping into the decision with brutal honesty. Usyk makes it clear this isn't coincidence, it's fear. According to the undisputed champion, Wilder avoided him deliberately, choosing Chisora instead because he knows exactly what would happen against Usyk. In Usyk's eyes, this move confirms one thing: Wilder wasn't ready to face him, mentally or physically.
It's not possible because my focus is my fight. Listen.
Sergio Mora ripped the mask off this matchup because this was never about hype or one-punch myths. It was about who could survive real heavyweight pressure. Derek Chisora came to impose himself, to maul, bully, and drag Oleksandr Usyk into chaos, and Usyk responded by breaking him down round by round with skill and composure. No panic, no drama, just cold control. This fight exposed why Usyk didn't need Wilder. He needed proof. And Chisora was that proof.
What do you think of Wilder versus Chisora?
I love that fight. It makes more sense than Wilder and Usyk. I think we had a topic saying that Usyk was going to fight Wilder. I'm like, bro, what? I go, he should be fighting someone that's already on his side, where he's lost or he already's been knocked out, that has a name but is not at the top level. And Derek Chisora fits all those boxes, even though he is on a 3-fight win streak. Chisora has fought all the big names, have come up short, similar to Wilder.
Frank Warren makes it clear this fight was never about avoiding drama. It's about two heavyweights staking their claims. Originally, Deontay Wilder was supposed to face Usyk, a matchup that would have exposed every weakness. But Wilder ducked that challenge and turned to Derek Chisora instead. He's chasing a different kind of chaos, one that feels safer. Usyk would have shown the world exactly where Wilder stands, and this move confirms it. Wilder isn't the same threat when real skill is on the line.
It was always it's on. It was a matter of getting the contract signed, and lawyers going between each other sometimes takes longer than it takes to make the fight. But it was always on, and it was on because both fighters wanted it. And I've said it many times, if the guys want to fight each other, it's not difficult to do. Wilder wanted a meaningful fight, and Tyson wanted a meaningful fight.
Eddie Hearn breaks it down with no sugarcoating. Derek Chisora steps in as a true underdog against Deontay Wilder, and the threat is real. Wilder's power isn't just hype, it can change the fight in a single moment. Chisora may have the experience, but going deep into the later rounds will test every ounce of his resilience. This fight is a dangerous gamble, where one misstep could end it all.
Do you believe that Derek Chisora can beat Deontay Wilder?
I think he's a big underdog in the fight, and I think he may also get knocked out in the fight. If he gets past 5 or 6 rounds with Deontay Wilder, he's banging that fight. He might not get through 5 or 6 rounds with Deontay Wilder, but he's fighting.
Francis Warren doesn't mince words. Facing Deontay Wilder would have been a disaster for Derek Chisora. Wilder's punch is arguably the hardest in heavyweight history, and no amount of experience can fully prepare you for it. Age, wear, and risk collide here, making this a brutal proposition. Chisora dodged a near impossible task, but it also exposes Wilder's reputation as a knockout machine that few in the division truly want to test.
I let him fight Wilder. That's the one fighter that, out of all of them, I just think it'd be a disaster for him. Doesn't need that, he's just, if he was going to fight on, but don't do that. That's it's the hardest punch in heavyweight, probably in heavyweight history. I think if you look at the stats, and I just think if Derek, and I think he's probably a little bit older than me, Derek. So I just think whatever condition you're in, is you're going up against a guy who punches hard. And then
Tyson Fury nails the stakes perfectly. This fight isn't just another bout; it's a clash of legends. Wilder brings raw knockout power, but Chisora brings relentless grit and experience. Fury emphasizes that both men have earned their place in heavyweight history, and the possibility of a stoppage makes it explosive. With a belt potentially on the line, this isn't just about pride, it's a test of legacy, power, and who truly commands the ring.
So I've just seen that
Chisora and Deontay Wilder are going to do a fight. I think this is a great fight. You know, I've fought both of these men 3 times each, actually. Just thought of that. And I think it's a very, very good fight. But on this one, I'm going to go with my boy, Del Boy War Chisora for a stoppage. Get up there, Derek! Come on! It's coming home. And there should be a belt on the line too. So one of you sanctioning bodies, you got 2 legendary fighters here. A champion, world champion with 10 title defences from the USA, and an absolute warlord from the United Kingdom who's fought everybody, never ducked anybody, and would have been a good heavyweight in any era. Derek Chisora.
Adam Smith highlights the unpredictability. This fight feels razor close, almost 50-50. Wilder still carries terrifying one-punch power, but his recent performances have left questions, especially after the Fury trilogy. Chisora, on the other hand, keeps grinding, proving his durability and consistency. With his 50th fight approaching and an official announcement expected in April, this bout promises a dramatic, high-stakes clash that fans cannot afford to miss.
It's a fantastic, almost, you could say a 50-50. We don't know what Wilder's got left. Obviously, he possesses the biggest, probably single punch power since an early Shavers, but he didn't look great. Well, hasn't looked great, has he, for the last couple of years, probably since the Fury trilogy. And Derek continues to keep grinding results out, and wants that 50th fight. It will be a fantastic build-up, we know. It looks like it will be announced. I'm hearing April. I just think it's a great battle.
Andrew McCart explains why this fight makes perfect sense. Wilder may have taken some losses, but he's back to test himself. Meanwhile, Chisora is at his peak, hungry and motivated, making this 50th fight a defining moment. Compared to a potential Usyk clash, this matchup is immediate, explosive, and raw, promising fireworks as 2 heavyweight veterans collide with pride, power, and legacy on the line.
It makes sense to me, especially at this stage of their career. I mean, Wilder's coming off a couple of losses. I know he's got the win back a few months back, and Derek Chisora's on a good run of form. 3 great wins, Joe Joyce and Wallen of late. So I do like this fight. I like this fight more than I do Wilder versus...
Paulie Malignaggi lays it out brutally. This matchup is far more intriguing than a Wilder-Usyk fight, which would have been largely academic. Both Wilder and Chisora are past their absolute peaks, but heart, experience, and toughness make them dangerous. Malignaggi believes that Derek, with the right preparation, could shock Wilder. Deontay has taken damage over the years. His aura of invincibility faded, while Chisora's grit and timing make him a serious threat. This clash is raw, unpredictable, and fueled by veteran pride, proving that in boxing, experience and determination often outweigh reputation alone, making this 50th fight a must-watch spectacle.
It's better than Wilder and Usyk, which they were talking about, which I think would have been a total waste of time, you know, because at this point, I'm not sure Wilder's the same fighter. But you put in Wilder and you put in Chisora, both are sort of past it, but both still kind of will fight with heart and character. You know what? A few years ago, I would not have picked Derek to beat Wilder, but I think right now, Derek might be able to pull this off. Derek might be able to knock off Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder has lost.
Liam Goff reflects on the build-up chaos, revealing how Wilder versus Chisora was almost set in London with press events imminent. Behind the scenes, contracts, venue decisions, and unexpected changes created tension. Goff highlights the uncertainty that surrounded the fight, yet it only added intrigue. The drama behind the scenes mirrors the intensity expected inside the ring, setting the stage for 2 seasoned heavyweights to collide in a high-stakes, unpredictable bout. Fans can feel the anticipation building, knowing every punch will carry weight, not just physically, but historically, as careers, legacies, and pride hang in the balance.
That we were going to get Wilder versus Chisora, and it was going to happen in London, and that a press conference was imminent. Now, I text one of my contacts, and that would be in the zone because I just assumed it would be on the zone. And he was like, "No, I don't think about it." And I was like, "Okay, that's weird." Like the report.
Liam Goff also emphasizes why Chisora is a worthy opponent. With notable wins and consistent performance, Derek isn't just a placeholder. He's battle-tested and highly ranked. Goff points out that he's in form, capable, and ready for any challenge. Wilder may have name recognition, but Chisora brings momentum, resilience, and tactical awareness. This combination makes the fight intriguing, a true test of stamina, heart, and skill, where past achievements matter less than performance on fight night. Fans should expect a hard-hitting, back-and-forth clash where Chisora's experience and Wilder's raw power collide in unpredictable fashion.
You know, even a Derek Chisora, because Chisora's at least got some good wins together and he's highly ranked, I wouldn't begrudge him fighting any of those guys because they're coming out the back of wins, they're in good form, you know, they've been consistent.
MGM Sports underlines the stakes for Chisora's 50th fight. Beyond pride, financial incentives and legacy are huge motivators. Facing a big-name opponent like Wilder gives Derek a momentous platform to showcase his career and skill. His form, experience, and hunger make him dangerous, and this milestone fight could define how fans remember him. The fight isn't just about survival, it's about legacy, money, and proving that Chisora can still compete with top-tier heavyweights in one of the most anticipated bouts of the year.
Derek Chisora can fight another big name for his 50th fight. He's going to make a lot of money. And you know what? Yeah, guy on current form, I will back Del Boy to go in there and smoke Deontay Wilder, man.
Adam Smith sums it up brutally. This is a clash made for the ages. Both Wilder and Chisora are seasoned veterans, each carrying knockout power that can end a fight in an instant. Smith highlights that at this stage of their careers, it's about experience, timing, and who wants it more. Their histories add spice. Wilder's one-punch menace versus Chisora's relentless toughness. The matchup isn't just about skill, it's about pride, legacy, and the spectacle of two heavyweights willing to put everything on the line. Fans should brace for a fight where every round counts, and one mistake could be career-defining. It's the perfect storm of power, grit, and drama, and Smith is right to call it a cracking matchup.
There's a cracking matchup because they're both at the veteran stage of their careers, and they've both got power, and it's going to be exciting, and yeah, it's probably the perfect match.
Derek Chisora gives us a glimpse behind the tension and chaos of Fight Night buildup. His recounting of the face-off with Wilder shows how raw and unscripted the moment was. No plans, no theatrics, just two warriors sizing each other up. Chisora's approach reflects his mentality, fearless, instinctive, and fully engaged. He's embracing his milestone 50th fight with energy, knowing that each glance, each gesture, and every ounce of aggression will set the tone for the ring. This isn't just another bout, it's a proving ground for legacy, pride, and raw heavyweight drama, with Chisora ready to meet Wilder head-on without hesitation or calculation.
That's the fight number 50 I showed it to you. I was not meant to show it to you, but I figured out I'm right here, so let's do it.
You were reluctant at the first, you weren't going to get on stage, and then you waited. Was that all planned?
Nah, I don't plan things, I just decided.
Deontay Wilder brings the psychological fire to this matchup, revealing the intensity behind the press conference altercation. Wilder's recounting of the face-off shows he's mentally locked in. He knows Chisora's tendencies, and he's ready to respond with raw power and composure. Wilder emphasizes that this wasn't staged. It was a true test of willpower and dominance. His mindset heading into the fight is clear. Every encounter, every exchange, and every punch is personal. Fans are witnessing two alphas collide, each mentally primed for war. Wilder's words show he's not just fighting for victory, but to prove he's still a force in heavyweight boxing, making this bout a tense, electrifying showdown.
This is the fight business. No one is safe. You understand me? Nobody is safe in the fight business, and you just never know who want to pick a bone with you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I know Derek. I've been knowing Derek for a long time. You know what I mean? And, you know, I know how he is. So I know what's up. You know, so when he came up to me, that's like a challenge. You know how two gorillas is beating.
The build-up to Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder has been nothing short of explosive, with every press conference, face-off, and expert prediction setting the stage for a heavyweight war. You've seen the power, the experience, the grit, and the psychological battles that make this fight more than just a boxing match. It's a clash of legacies. Chisora's relentless style meets Wilder's devastating one-punch power, and both fighters are motivated by pride, revenge, and milestone achievements. This is the kind of fight that could redefine the current heavyweight scene, and nothing is guaranteed. Every round will count, and every fan should be ready for fireworks inside the ring. Don't miss a single moment of this epic showdown. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join us live as we witness history being made in the heavyweight division. Who will rise and who will fall?